So pay attention, please. I'm going to be doing 1B, 2B, 3B, and 4B, okay? So for 1B, we're talking about transformations, right? Specifically, we're doing translations. Okay, so all of these are going to be covering translations, and translations is when your pre-image, right? Your original shape that's not changed, right? Is moving left, right, top, or bottom. Okay? So it's maintaining the same shape, okay? So maintaining the same shape. That's what a translation is. So as we can see from this, it's 6 to the left and 2 up, okay? And this wants me to write it in vector notation. That's what these, this looks like a less than or greater than sign and less than sign. Those are vectors. And a vector just means you're traveling at a specific direction, okay? So x would be -6 because you're moving to the left, right? So this would be -6, and y would be +2, but we normally don't just write +2, right? So it would just be 2. That's vector notation. And coordinate notation, you would be writing it as like an ordered pair, but since it's left 6, you'd write x -6, and you would write y +2. So that is for 1B. Okay, vector notation, coordinate notation. They're two very different things. Okay, if it asks you to write it in a specific notation, make sure you do it correctly. Okay. Okay. This is my pre-image. It is the image I did not change. I'm starting with in my original. Okay. One way you can tell that it's the pre-image, there's no prime. Okay, that prime represents the image. If you take it away, it's the pre-image. So with this pre-image that's untouched, okay, the translation that's given to me is -3, 5, and x -3, y +5. Okay, this is vector notation. Sorry, let me write that as a vector. This is vector notation. This is the coordinate notation. So from this pre-image, I have to use this translation, this transformation. So this states that I'm going left 3, and I'm going up 5, because this is my y, this is my x. So from A, I'm going to move left 3. So whatever this point is, it's not specific on the graph, okay? So 1, 2, 3, -3, and I'm going to move up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So point A should be somewhere there. It's just an estimate, okay? And then for B, I would do the same thing as well as for point C and point D. Move 3, go up 5, right? Move 3, go up 5. Okay, and it's going to give you your image. And your image should be somewhere around here. It's not accurate, okay, but that's just an estimate, right? And make sure you label these points as prime, right? These are all prime. A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. It's because this is the new image after your transformation, right? R3, 0, 2, -2, 4, -2. Okay, so if I were to draw a table like it's given to me, this is my pre-image. Right? That's my pre-image. I'm going to label these points 3, 0, 2, -2, and 4, -2. Okay, this is point A, B, C. And this side is going to be my image. Okay, now my vector that's given to me is -2, 3. And I have to use this to translate to my image. Okay, so this is 3, 0, right? This is my x, this is my y, this is x, y. So for the x value, I'm moving 2 to the left because it's a negative. So from 3, if I had 3 in my x-axis right here, and I'm moving 2 to the left, I am going to be at 1. Okay, so my x is going to be 1. My y, if I start at 0 and I move up 3, because this is plus, and it's on the y-axis, so I'm moving up, this is going to be 1, 3. And make sure you write A prime, because this is the image now. For B, do the same thing. I have 2, and I'm moving to the left 2, which means I'm going to be at 0. -2, going up 3, that means I'll be at 1, right? Because -2 is here. And if I'm moving up 3, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to be at 1, right? For the y-axis. Do the same thing with here. This would be 4 minus 2, that's 2. If I start at -2, go up 3, -2 plus 3, that is also 1. Okay? And make sure you graph this correctly as well. Make sure you label the pre-image. This is the pre-image coordinate, so 3, 0. This is A, make sure you label that. 2, -2, that's B. And 4, -2, and that's C. Okay, this is your pre-image, your original image. And for your image, you have 1, 3. You have 1, 3, and then you have 0, 1. So this is A prime, B prime, and C prime is 2, 1. This is your image. So you went from here to there. Hopefully that makes sense. Any questions? A prime, B prime, C prime. Okay, this is prime, so I know this is my image. And there's another triangle right here. I'll try to draw it as accurately as I can. This is C. Oh, that's not it. It's over here somewhere. Oh. This is C, this is A, this is B. Okay. So for the coordinates for that graph, okay, you can just count them. It's already given to you. This should be -3, 1. This should be -1, 1. This should be -3, -1. Those points are on the graph. Okay, my graph, I'm not drawing it as accurate. I'm just plotting the points, okay? This one should be 2, 4. This should be -1, 1. And this should be -3, -1. Okay, those points are given to you on the graph. Okay, now, I'm going to be comparing the same letters, right? That makes sense, right? A to A prime, B to B prime, and C to C prime. For A, I have -3, -1, and A prime is 2 and 4. Okay, for this question, it's asking you, what is the transformation that is being made from A to A prime, from B to B prime? What is that translation, that transformation? Okay, so if I look at the x's here, from -3 to 2. How much of a difference is that? How much am I moving by? Well, you can look at, this is the x-axis, right? So if I were to draw a number line, this always helps. And I start at -3, and there's -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, right? That's where I'm ending, from -3 to 2. Okay? How many spots am I moving? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I moved 5 spaces. So my transformation is going to be the same for every letter. It should be the same. Okay? Because it's a translation. So, in order for me to write that, I'm going to write it in vector form and in coordinate form. That would be +5. And from 1 to 4, for my y, I'm going up 3. So that is my translation. If I were to write that in coordinate form, that would be x plus 5, y plus 3. And you can check if it actually works for B and C. So 1 plus 3 . Oh. Did I mess up there? I did. I wrote the same thing here, sorry. This should be, oh wait, no, that was right. It's these two, sorry about that. This is 4, 4. This is -3, -1. And then this is negative, is this -3, -1? This is -3, -1. This is 2, 2. Sorry about that. Okay. And that makes sense, right? 1 plus 3 is 4 for the y. For 1, -1 plus 5 is 4. For C, -3 plus 5, that's 2. -1 plus 3, that is 2.